beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day, beautiful day. All right, so I'm just leaving from talking to one of my investor buddies who's also a real estate agent on one of our houses that we have on the market right now. And let me tell you this, Bootstrappers, this is Ryan Nickel coming at you with another day in the life. Actually, this is a Bootstrap Coaching Tip, number 11. Not Beyonce, but 11, number 11. All right, so, wow, motivation. And I'm just going to go ahead and cruise through this intersection here. So, we always hear about, like, you got to find the seller's motivation. What is the seller's motivation? Why are they selling their house? What's the pain that they're trying to avoid? Is it because they can't afford the payment anymore? Is it because they're sick? Is it because they need to downsize? Is it because they're moving? Is there a job transfer? All of these situations and scenarios that can come to play. Great. Once you know the motivation, yes, you have some leverage. You're able to negotiate. You're able to get, to the price point faster. But are they motivated to work with you? Knowing their motivation for selling is one thing, but knowing their motivation for choosing you above somebody else is a completely different animal. And if you don't know that, or you haven't solidified that in their mind, that they need to choose you, that you are the logical choice, that you are their best option, then guess what? You are fighting an uphill battle, and your price is definitely going to go up. Because now you're going to have to pay more in order to convince them that you are the better choice. And I've seen this time and time again. And so I just was speaking with, his name is Randy, with this attorney, I said attorney, but he's not an attorney, with this real estate agent on this property that we have, that we are selling. I currently have a buyer that wants this property. They've expressed it. They're not the strongest buyer. They have the down payment, but their monthly income is not the strongest that I would feel comfortable moving forward with them, which is why I haven't yet necessarily moved forward yet. I'm not precluding them. There's other factors at play. They have an additional person that they're looking at bringing on board to supplement their income. But Randy has another person, and this person is definitely a very strong character as far as being able to purchase this property. They make well over 5 figures a month, about $22,000 a month in documented income. They own several properties, and this is going to be another one of the properties that they want to buy, and they have a substantial down payment for seller financing. Not only that, they're going to be able to do several large principal reductions in the future. So my motivation for working with Randy's buyer versus the motivation I have working with the buyer that I found on my own is extremely higher. Now I don't have an exclusive agreement with Randy. I have the opportunity to go out and am I going to get hit? Let's see if I can move around this truck. There we go. The big old semi just came around the corner here. Let's see if I can show you. Look at that. Bam! So, the motivation that I have in working with Randy is that I'm going to get a larger payday, and I'm going to get more consistent paydays over time. I'm not worried about this guy actually, falling off the bandwagon here, and I could charge him probably a little bit more monthly as well, so I can cash flow this better. Now, the downside of that is that there's going to be I'm going to pay Randy a commission. If I don't go with Randy, yes, I got a down payment. My monthly payment's going to be a little bit tighter. This person might be a little bit more challenging as far as being able to get into the property, and I don't have to, I don't have to pay Randy a commission. But for me, it's not about, do I pay Randy a commission or not? Randy's done some time. He's put some effort into it. He's going to get paid regardless if I find the buyer or if he finds the buyer. I'm going to pay Randy because that's my relationship with Randy as a friend and as an investor. We do a lot of business together. So, looking at this from the perspective as me as the seller, what is my motivation to work with somebody? Now, this particular buyer, the one that I found, she doesn't know this motivation. She has no clue other than I'm contemplating her application, and she's just kind of waiting, like on the sidelines, like, okay, what's this guy going to do? And I think about a lot of you guys out there. A lot of the guys that I coach, myself included, sometimes when I'm going, I'm like, yeah, I got this motivated seller. Their back's against the wall, and I ask them the question sometimes. Who else are you talking to? Who else are you looking at? And they're like, oh, nobody. One of the questions that I started to ask that I started to ask this question probably about 2 years ago was, and this is what I was looking for, talking to FSBOs, for sale by owners, looking for opportunities to do seller financing because the market wasn't quite as hot as it is now. And it's actually nowhere near where it is now. And I was just getting started in the business. And so I'd ask them the question. I would say, if I don't buy your house, what are your plans with the property? What do you intend to do with it? And I would find answers to like, well, I don't know, rent it? Ding, ding, ding. So for me, rent to owns option. There you go. So they can't sell it. They're looking at least renting it. Well, I can help take that burden off them and buy a rent to own situation. They don't have to be a landlord and worry about tenants and toilets and all these other things. And so, or they would say, well, I just, I don't have to sell it really. I'll just go ahead and stay here. I don't have to move. Or they'd say, well, I don't know. I'm talking to several different other investors. I'm sure I can be able to find someone that wants to buy it. When I hear things like that, I'm like, okay, great. I'm not actually sitting in the best position as a buyer because I'm not the only one that they're talking to. And so if I can eliminate the other people that they're talking to and make it an exclusive relationship by some way being able to share my information, my expertise, or the convenience of working with me, then I've just been able to go ahead and make this deal work for them. And one of the ways that I do that is I ask the question about, okay, fine, you know what? Assuming that we can get things done to your satisfaction and we agree upon a price, is there anything else that you want or need out of this transaction? And I'm looking for other motivations, other things that they have that, oh my gosh, I'm getting text like crazy here. Other things that they have that I can go ahead and use as negotiating bargain chips to make sure that I am the logical choice, that I'm the person that they're going to use in this relationship. Again, it's not just about understanding their motivation. It's about understanding their motivation in working with me. Do I understand them? Am I like them? Do I help them feel comfortable? Am I able to solve other problems aside from the real estate itself? If I can, then their motivation for working with me goes way up and my price stays down here. If not, their motivation stays low. I'm going to have to increase my price in order to compensate for this low motivation that they have in working with me. So anyway, that's what I got. I'm Ryan Nickel. Get out there, bust your ass, make some money, and post it here in the comments. All right, talk to you later. Bye.